She cheated, not just once, but enough times to make me question everything I thought I knew about love. Trust in myself died, and for a moment, it felt like the world had ended, like all the laughter, all the dreams, all the us we built together had crumbled to dust in a single, ugly truth. That here's the thing about dust, it can either bury you or it can make you grow. Her name was Sana. She had a smile that lit up a room, a charm that made everyone stop and notice, and a way of making me feel like I was exactly where I belonged. I loved her fiercely. I trusted her. Blindly, I believed in a future together that felt uncheckable until it wasn't dotted. Started with small signs, a missed call here, a secretive text there. I ignored them, hoping it was just paranoia. Love makes you blind in clever ways. It convinces you that the red flags are just wind, that the silence is just tiredness, that the excuses are just temporary, that the truth has a way of breaking through even the strongest illusions. I found out one evening, completely by accident, the messages, the meetings, the lies carefully hidden behind work or friends. At first, I was stunned, speechless. I felt the weight of betrayal press down on my chest. Then came anger, then sadness. Then the sinking feeling of losing someone who was never truly mine to begin with. I could have cried, I could have begged, I could have screamed, could have chased her through the streets of my heart, just to feel something, anything that resembled control, but I didn't. I chose silence instead, because silence is louder than rage, and dignity feels heavier than tears. In the weeks that followed, I made a choice not to hate her, not to dwell on the past, but to focus on me. I started small, waking up earlier, working out, reading more, investing in myself the way I once invested in her, then bigger, learning new skills, traveling alone, building friendships that didn't revolve around heartbreak or approval. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, I began to glow again. It wasn't overnight transformation. Never as it was in the quiet mornings when I smiled at my reflection. In the evenings when I realized I no longer craved her attention. And the nights I slept without replaying the betrayal in my mind. Each day, each choice, each small victory was a piece of the old me being rebuilt into someone stronger, brighter, untouchable. Months later, I ran into her. She hadn't changed much. Same smile, same confident aura. But when she saw me, I could see the hesitation in her eyes. She probably expected a shadow of the man she left. Broken, bitter, begging. Instead, she found someone thriving, someone whose laughter was lighter, whose eyes sparkled with self-worth, whose presence said, without words, I moved on. I became better. I became untouchable. She tried to make conversation. You look amazing, she said nervously. I smiled. Thanks. There was a pause, a moment of realization. And in that pause, I saw it, regret, the understanding that she had chosen temporary excitement over something real. I didn't gloat. I didn't remind her of her mistakes. I didn't need to, because my glow up was the proof. The proof that heartbreak can't kill someone who decides to rise. The proof that betrayal can fuel greatness if you let it. Proof that leaving someone unworthy behind leads to the best version of yourself. Now, when people meet me, they see confidence, success, and calm. They don't see the nights I cried alone, the texts I didn't reply to, the pain I turned into power. And that's the point. She cheated, glowed up, and nothing else matters. The lesson is simple. Your pain is never wasted if you let it shape you, not define you. Your heartbreak is never final if you turn it into fuel for growth. She lost me, but I gained myself. And that gain, that unstoppable, radiant self, is worth more than any love she could ever take from me. She cheated. I rose. I smiled brighter. I loved myself harder. Built a life she can only watch from afar. She thought she had power. I realized the truth. The real power was inside me all along.